You know, there are friendships in Hollywood, and then there are alliances. For years, we all saw Ellen DeGeneres and Sean Diddy Combs as a classic case of the first one, just a playful, fun rapport between two giants of the entertainment world. Their jokes about his wild parties felt like part of the act, another harmless segment on a show watched by millions. But what if all those lighthearted moments were just a curtain, hiding a world that was anything but innocent? Now, as Diddy's empire is crumbling under the weight of a massive federal investigation, a harsh light is being cast on the darkest corners of the elite. Every old clip, every inside joke is suddenly being looked at in a new way. And right in the middle of it all, Ellen DeGeneres makes a sudden, quiet exit from America. Her move to England, timed so closely with all this speculation about powerful networks, has people asking a really unsettling question. Is she just retiring? Or is she running from secrets that are about to see the light of day? For more than a decade, Sean Combs was a recurring character in the world of the Ellen DeGeneres Show. He showed up on her couch time and time again, and you couldn't deny their chemistry. They joked, they danced, and they made moments that felt both off the cuff and perfectly polished for daytime TV. A running gag between them was Diddy's infamous parties.
Hello, Sean Diddy Combs. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, thank you. Do you like being scared? No, I'm not going to scare you.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, I know.
In one clip that's pretty uncomfortable to watch now, Diddy points out that he invites Ellen to all his parties, but she never comes. Ellen just brushes it off, blaming the distance since his parties were usually on the East Coast.
So tell me about your birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes. Yes, you're definitely invited. I invite you to all my parties. You just haven't seemed to show up to
No, well, is it on the East Coast?
Yes.
Well, that's why. Why don't you have one here on the West Coast? Because I work all the time.
Okay, well, maybe I have one at your house.
Where's that?
Diddy, always the showman, offers to throw a party just for her on the West Coast, even at her own house.
Okay, well, maybe I have one at your house.
Where's that?
Back then, the audience laughed. It was just banter. But today, with everything we know and what's being alleged about those same parties, the clip just hits differently. That easygoing humor is gone, replaced by a feeling of unease.
Now, what time would your party start, let's say?
Like 9:30.
Really? That early?
Yeah.
I could make that.
Yeah.
But I could think of you of starting a party at like midnight. Like, what time will it go till?
That's a different type of party, though.
Uh-huh.
It'll go from like 9:30 to like maybe 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And then, we have the top 2 floors of the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Then comes the line that today sends chills down your spine.
And then it will carry on there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Then No, I mean the after party.
Mm-hmm. No, I know about them.
She says it so casually. I know about them. What did knowing about Diddy's parties really mean?
And how old are your kids now? How many kids do you have?
I have 6.
6. And how old are they now? Well, you seem youthful. That's why they're
I'm youthful.
Yeah.
And I'm fertile.
The audience laughs, but now it just feels wrong. This wasn't just on-air jokes either. In 2016, Ellen posted a birthday message to Diddy on social media, writing, "Happy birthday, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs," or as I call him, Cuddle McSnugglestuff. You don't need to know why. It was a weirdly familiar nickname that just seemed like a quirky inside joke at the time. Today, that tweet is still online, a digital fossil that internet sleuths point to as a sign of a much deeper, more complicated relationship than we ever saw. To get why this friendship is under a microscope, you have to look at the collapse of Sean Combs himself. This isn't just another celebrity scandal. It's a sprawling federal investigation. While federal agents raided his homes in Los Angeles and Miami in March 2024, Diddy was formally arrested in September 2024, facing incredibly serious charges, including racketeering and sex trafficking. He pleaded not guilty. Prosecutors have painted a grim picture of his world, alleging he used his power and fear to operate a criminal enterprise. The case includes horrific accusations of forcing women to participate in sexual acts, which were allegedly filmed. These events, sometimes called freak-offs, were reportedly attended by powerful people, though no other major celebrities have been charged. The main point here is that the allegations against Diddy aren't just about his own misconduct. They're about an alleged network, a system of access, power, and secrecy that supposedly allowed illegal activities to thrive behind closed doors. This idea of a network has pulled so many other names, including Ellen's, into the discussion. People aren't just looking at one person anymore. They're looking for the connections between them.
But the best one for me is Ellen DeGeneres, who is, by the way, a very nasty person. I've had dealings with her in Australia. Could I tell you some stories about that cow? But anyway, good riddance to her. But, she was quite friendly with that P. Diddy bloke, wasn't she?
Well, this is why I say release the Diddy files.
Yeah.
Release the Diddy files. Come on, Donald Trump. We want to know whose name.
So maybe she's hightailing out of there before all that.
As the case against Diddy got bigger, so did the online speculation about who else might be involved. Viral videos and social media posts started flying, trying to connect Ellen DeGeneres directly to Diddy's alleged crimes, and even to the long shadow of Jeffrey Epstein. Let's be clear, some of these claims have been absolutely wild and have no basis in reality. For example, a bizarre rumor that the Epstein files exposed Ellen as a cannibal went viral. Fact-checkers quickly found it came from an AI-generated audio clip from a site known for misinformation. It was total fiction, but it got millions of views, which just shows how ready some people are to believe the worst about the Hollywood elite.
I have this crazy idea that I will order pizza, and so if I do, I don't want it to go to waste. Who will eat pizza if I... Jennifer, yes? Harrison?
Turning the Oscars into an everyone's invited dinner party with dinner.
What do you think? Guess what? Pizza's here. Come on down. Tomato sauce, we have cheese, we have different kinds. Who's hungry? Brad, Angie, yes? Okay. What do you want? Cheese.
Notice the Harvey Weinstein mention there. At the time, it was just a name. Now, it lands differently. Another claim that keeps popping up is that a judge issued an arrest warrant for Ellen. This has also been completely debunked. There is zero evidence of an arrest warrant, and no credible reports that Ellen's name has been officially mentioned in connection to Diddy's trial. So why won't the suspicion go away? Because of that undeniable public friendship. The jokes, the nicknames, the casual mentions of notorious parties, they've all become pieces of circumstantial evidence in the court of public opinion. Before we get into Ellen's sudden departure from the country, it's obvious we're dealing with a tangled web of fact, fiction, and what people perceive to be true. If you appreciate this kind of deep dive that separates verified information from all the online noise, do us a favor and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. It really helps us keep bringing these important stories to you. In late 2024, as the Diddy scandal was heating up, Ellen DeGeneres and her wife, Portia de Rossi, moved to a sprawling estate in the Cotswolds, England. The timing immediately raised eyebrows. Online theorists were quick to call it a flight from justice, suggesting she was getting out of the country before more damaging information tied to Diddy could come out. The reality, though, seems to be a bit more complicated. Sources close to the couple said the move was planned as a retirement. After the toxic workplace scandal that ended her show in 2022, Ellen's public image had taken a massive hit. She even said herself that she felt she was kicked out of show business. Then, in July 2025, Ellen confirmed that Donald Trump's re-election was the final push. She told an audience in the UK, "We got here the day before the election and woke up to lots of texts. We're like, we're staying here."
She praised her new life, saying everything here is just better. So, was it politics and burnout? Or was there more to it? While there's no direct evidence her move was connected to Diddy, the timing was the perfect fuel for the fire of online speculation. It just fit the narrative of a powerful person retreating as the walls closed in.
While any direct link between Ellen and a criminal network is pure speculation, recent revelations from the Jeffrey Epstein case confirm that the world these elites were moving in was even darker than many imagined. For years, Epstein's victims alleged they were secretly filmed, possibly for blackmail. In 2026, those fears were proven to be true.
We were girls and young women who were victimized by Epstein and Maxwell in a ring.
I know there are videos and photos. I know that Jeffrey had recording cameras in his house.
Powerful people who caused us harm are being protected and we're being exposed. It is meant to silence us.
News outlets like Sky News and Channel 4 reported on newly released files from the Department of Justice. These files contained a 2014 email where Epstein himself asked a staff member to buy motion-detected hidden cameras to be installed in tissue boxes. Even more disturbing, fragmented video footage from a spy camera hidden in a clock in his Palm Beach home was found, appearing to show Epstein with unidentified women and girls. The footage is grainy, but its very existence proves that a system of secret surveillance was a real thing. This confirmation of hidden cameras adds a disturbing layer of credibility to the type of environment Diddy was also alleged to have created. It shows a pattern of behavior among certain powerful men, using secrecy, private spaces, and surveillance to control and exploit people. This doesn't prove Ellen knew about or was part of anything illegal, but it establishes that the parties she joked about were part of a world where horrific crimes were actually happening. Her proximity to that world, whether she was ignorant of it or not, is what has shattered her public image.
The story of Ellen DeGeneres and Sean Diddy Combs is a perfect example of how fast a public persona can be taken apart in our modern world. Let's be straight. There is no credible evidence, no court document, and no verified testimony that ties Ellen to the disturbing crimes Diddy is accused of. The claims about her name being in Epstein's files or having an arrest warrant are just plain false. And yet, the suspicion sticks to her. Why? Because perception has become its own kind of evidence. Her years of friendly banter with Diddy, those awkward inside jokes, and her sudden move out of the US have been stitched together into a story that's compelling, even if it's not backed by facts. It exposes a fundamental truth. When you build your entire brand on being America's kind-hearted, friendly neighbor, being associated with someone accused of monstrous acts creates a paradox that's almost impossible to fix. Ellen's legacy isn't just about her talk show or her Be Kind motto anymore. It's now permanently tangled up with the questions around Diddy and the powerful, shadowy network he allegedly ran. The story here isn't one of proven guilt, but of exposure by association. As Diddy's case continues to unfold, the public will keep watching for what other connections might be revealed, leaving Ellen's reputation hanging in the balance, thousands of miles away from the Hollywood that first built her up and then watched her fall.